This one has climbed up to become one of my very favorite woody fragrance. Right now, I do have plenty of woody fragrances. Some of them are more pricey. This one is $33 online from fragrancebuy.ca. I bought it a while back, did a first impression, but the more I wore it, the more I'm loving it, especially the weather is getting cool now. My name is Dave. Welcome to my place. Just hanging out, chatting about fragrance. Now there's the right away on the top. There's some black pepper. Spray time. Let's go. Spare is. Oh, can you see that? Let's see. There you go. The sprayer atomizer is really nice. Do you know what? For $33, this is back up like 2, 3, or 4 bottle backup worthy. Yeah, I gotta think about getting more. This is just okay. I gotta tell you. Let me step back. See how much I used already. Let me step back. When I first did a review, it was nice. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Nice. And then later on, I wore it a couple times. I did not like it, and I realized because this does not work for me in the warm weather. The other times I wore it in the cool weather, but I was so busy throughout the day, and I smelled it and I hated it because it's more complex than I need when I'm being stressed about the whole day working and doing a lot of stuff. And I was very, very busy, and I smelled it and I thought, man, this is just annoying. It was annoying because I was so stressed and I was so busy, hectic. This is not something that will calm me or cool me in the busy day. But then that night, after shower, after relax, ready to just chill, I spray this and just relax, and this got to me so quickly, and I thought, wait, this is the same fragrance that I wore this morning, or that morning, and yet I have total opposite reaction to it. One was extremely annoying, regret wearing it at nighttime, relaxing at home. I like, God, this is so good. All right, the main thing that is coming through right away is the woodiness. There specifically is the Masoya woods. That one's supposed to bring us some sort of milky aspect to it, nuances. Yes, it does. This is a spicy, milky, woody olibanum, some cedar, fresh cedar woods. I'm smelling black pepper, sage in there, some citrus for sure. It's a bit musky. For me, it doesn't really transition that much. Right away in the first few minutes, all these are just crushing in a very, very good way. All right. Before, one of the best cheapie that I always refer to is this one, Bentley for Men Intense. I have a couple bottles of this and also the regular Bentley for Men version, which is pretty similar to the Intense version. That was one of my treasures because of the low price, and yet the quality is way, way, way high than that. But this one has been that because of the spiciness. The Bentley for Men Intense is straight up woody and like kind of like as I'm going to a lumber yard, the shaving of the woods. But the stash right here, did I even mention the name? This is Sarah Jessica Parker, is a celebrity scent, but it does not smell like most of the celebrity scents. This is probably the best stash. They have gone the other way from the typical, generic, whatever it is. This is gorgeous. This is spicy. This is woody. It's fresh. It's peppery. It's it's peppery. You have some floral, some citrus. Not just the woodiness, okay? If you're not usually interested in woody stuff, maybe you think I don't want to smell like Home Depot, the lumber section. This has a small aspect of that, but mainly it's a fresh spice that's playing with those, and also adding the other bunch of other stuff I mentioned that's all playing very, very well together. And it makes you smell, I think it's more elegant. This is a very well put together. It's not for when you dress in little shorts and are running around like on t-shirt. No, this is, you could dress up in suits. You could, do you know what? It's kind of like a character in Sarah Jessica Parker, the show. Shoot, it just escapes me. to show that she did, right? And then all those guys are dressed very well in suits. And it just escapes me right now. The show that she was in, right? And those guys are like, you know, very successful in suits. That's what it smells like. Very well put together, elegant. Yeah, people will not mistaken you for wearing a cheap fragrance. No, this doesn't smell like $33. This smells like $100. Seriously, or $1,000,000. Okay, you wear this, it smells like $1,000,000. I'm not exaggerating. This one has grew on me tremendously from my first wearing. So you gotta live with your fragrance. You gotta wear a different time and weather, right? Different mindset or different moods. That's what I learned throughout this fragrance hobby thing. Yeah, so main thing, like I said, for me, it doesn't really change or transition all that much. What I'm picking up mostly is that the milky woodiness, okay? And some freshness from the cedar and some peppery and sage. Now, it's not a big player, but it's in there. You could tell it's in there. And some sweet. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that sweet comes from, but it's not from the typical vanilla or something. It's just a little bit different of a sweet. I like that. I enjoy that. It projects well. I wore it to work that day in the morning, and then during the afternoon I smelled it. I hate it because it was a long day of work, but it still stuck on me until that night when I took a shower. I had to wash it off, so it lasted at least 8 hours on me. I bought it recently. It's not the first variation. So let me explain. It seems like I heard of this one long ago when I was just buying fragrances, but I did not catch the hype. I didn't know what this was. I just found out. So I remember hearing about it, and I saw it online for $33. So hey, let's go. And that's how I found out about it. So I don't have the original version. This is more of a, I guess, it was gone for a while and it came back. I got the newer version, right? And it still worked at least 8 hours. And I was regretting it that day when I was in a bad mood, right? But then it still stuck on me. I had to wash it off. So I was thinking around 9 o'clock, and then I wash it out around maybe 6 or 7. Okay, so at least 8 to 10 hours. Sorry about that long thing. I was just thinking back exactly what happened. The point is, it's a beast. It's a beast on me. And the coloration of the juice does reflect that. It does go the milky woodiness, and is a denser type of coloration. It's packed. It's spicy. Okay. Now the spicy will tone down a little bit as it dry down. Okay. So you're still getting that woodiness, a little bit less of this peppery spice, but I'm still getting the olibanum. Okay, and a little bit of the sage. I don't know. I pick up sage pretty distinctively. It's just one of the scents that catches me. Some of them is not very well done, but this one is very nice in here. I have not have much experience with the Masoya. I had to look it up what that was. Masoya wood. Okay, basically it's just a milky type of wood, the milky type of smell. Okay, the occasion, like I say, is more of a maybe you have to dress a little bit, at least a polo. Okay, but don't wear shorts running around in t-shirt and try to impress people and say, hey, why am I not getting compliment? But if you dress pretty good, you wear this, you could go to a very nice restaurant, very nice bar, wear a suit, have a drink, and then you smell really elegant. You will smell exactly like what that image is. It's great. I think it works better in the cool weather, like I mentioned, and the longevity is awesome. It's a killer. I can't believe it's $33. Seriously, they gotta charge more for this. No, I mean, don't charge more for this. Dude, $33. You should be out of stock every time they come out with it because it's so good. It's unbelievably good. Yeah. So the sweet is gonna be very minimal. It's about maybe 5 out of 100, 5% 100 of a sweet. So it doesn't really go in that direction, but the spiciness is high. It's about 50 or 60% spiciness. The woodiness about 50 or 60. I'm talking about strength, okay, not percentage, but strength. About 50 or 60 out of 100. Yeah. So that's basically is summarizing what this smells like. For men, for sure. I know it's Sarah Jessica Parker. I don't have her ladies fragrance, but this is for men. It smells masculine. You are not mistaken for a ladies fragrance. No, this is manly stuff. Okay. The bottle itself, you can see it here. I mean, I actually enjoy it. I don't know what this thing's supposed to stand for. Okay, the little sticker. If you watch the show, maybe you know, but I never watched it. I just saw the commercial of it. Her and Sarah and her friends. All right, it's a, oh, here's a little tassel or ribbon or whatever it is. Okay, it's great. I love it. So anything else? I don't have anything like this exactly. Nope. I mentioned that a lot because I try to get things that smells different, right? Unless it's like super awesome like some of these other ones and that I really enjoy, I'll get more of it. But typically I want to smell different because there's so many variety of stuff. And that's one thing I gotta say though, this one smells not generic. This one does not smell like your typical designer, and yet I think it does have the compliment factor. Okay, even though it smells unique, but there's nothing hard for people to accept. Okay, maybe if they're used to the typical sweet or blue or type of things, when they smell this, they might take a second before they realize, oh, this smells really good. But like I say, you gotta be dressed up, not necessarily in suits, but just dress nicely. You could wear your nice jeans, a nice polo shirts, or nice tee. Okay, a fitted tight tee, not those loosey baggy type of t-shirt. It just doesn't go well with this type of stuff, right? But I wear it at home too because like I said, I just relaxing, just casually at home. That's when I smell, really enjoy that smell. Not when I'm busy and hectic. All right, that's a pretty long thing because I really enjoyed this one. It had grew on me. Maybe in the first impression it was pretty good. Now it's grew up to like 9 or 9.5 out of 10. But you know what? Considering the price point of $33, this could be a perfect 10 because how good it is and how cheap it is. And for a re-release, this is a killer. All right. I hope that's kind of helpful though. See you in a couple days.